All right, so we are done with the orientation. Let's move on to the virtual assistant training. All right. I know it's going to be exciting for you, especially to those who do not have any experience at all. And I know most of you are curious to what VAs are actually doing, diba? So I hope at the end of this training, you'll get tons of value and you can decide if you want to pursue it or not. All right, so I'll be explaining to you the process later on. All right, so are you guys ready? Okay, all right. So let me give you a little background. All right, so becoming a virtual assistant. Let me give you a little background how I started. I'm a college undergrad hanggang third year lang po. Yan, I didn't continue kasi in the first place hindi ko rin naman talaga gusto yung course ko which is education kasi feeling ko hindi ako bagay para doon. Kasi mass comm talaga yung gusto ko. At nung time na yon, alam niyo yon, umuusbong yung mga call centers dito sa Pilipinas. So dream ko talaga na makapasok sa call center. At gusto ko siyang itry. Yon. So, nag-try naman ako. I was only 18 then. Then, gusto kong, noong time na yun, wala kasing gustong mag-hire sa akin kasi hindi daw ako graduate. Hanggang eventually, sa Iloilo ako nag-start noon, natanggap naman ako kahit hindi ako graduate, and then the rest is history. I worked in a call center for I think more than 5 years in total. Two companies kasi yon, just from Iloilo and then Lipa, yung ACS before then naging Alorica. Guys, it was a good experience though. Kaso parang there was something wrong. Alam niyo yun, hindi ko rin nagustuhan yung environment later on, lalo na nung tumagal yung regularization ko. Parang dun ako na-depress. And parang feeling ko I'm not good enough. So, well, partly, I admit, kasalanan ko rin naman ng time na yun because during that time, I was studying, then nung nagpalit ako ng course, kumuha ako ng nursing assistant, napasabay yung internship namin sa hospital, like 8 hours. At the same time, nag-work ako sa gabi for another 8 hours, puyat and all, as in 2 hours lang yung tulog. Then, during weekends, nagdi-DJ pa ako, sa radio station. Yeah, madalas akong nalilate, nakakatulog sa calls. Minsan nga pag na-scan yung calls ko, alam niyo, kung ano nung sinabi ko sa phone kasi sobrang antok na ako. Even si Dora ha. Yeah, even si Dora na may mention ko sa calls, imagine. At yun nga, makakapag-rest lang ako kapag nagdahilan ako na may sakit. Kasi hirap kumuha ng leave eh. Magdadahilan lang ako, iinom ako ng laxative, yung mga bigger lighty, para lang masabi ko na may LBM ako. Tapos magpapa-confine ako para lang magamit ko yung health card ko at makapagpahinga. Oo, 'di ba? Yung mga ano dito, yung mga galing call center dito, 'di ba? Nakaka-relate kayo, 'di ba? 'Di ba ang hirap mag-request ng leave minsan? 'Di ba? Totoo. Then may mga side jobs pa ako like, boardwalk, Natasha, even yung mga networking products, you name it. Yes, even mani. Oh, as in yung adobong mani ng kaklase ko, ipapasok ko yun sa loob ng office para lang ibenta. Yun. Sa lahat ng ginagawa ko yun, I feel like kulang pa rin. Kulang pa rin yung kinikita ko for my tuition fee kasi hindi na ako scholar nung panahong yun. Of course, for my family, nakakapagbigay pa rin ako. And dahil ako yung breadwinner eh. Nung time na yun, nag-aaral yung mga kapatid ko. Tapos, madalas napapasangla yung ATM ko kasi madalas kaming maputulan ng kuryente, nagkakautang-utang ako sa mga close friends ko para lang may pang-allowance ako for the week. So, kailangan kong kumayad ng bongga kasi kulang na kulang pa talaga. Nakaka-relate ba kayo doon? 'Di ba? Yan ang sinasabi ko. Maraming nakaka-relate. So, ilan lang yon sa mga reasons. Yan. Ilan lang yun sa mga reasons kung bakit naglakas loob akong pasukin to work from home business na to. Yon, unang-una nga kasi marami akong naririnig na malaki daw yung sweldo sa ganito. Yan. So, tama-tama, kailangan ko yon. Hindi ko pa alam yung mga VA na yan. Ang alam ko lang basta online job to. So, I started researching, during breaks, after ko mag-lunch, gagamitin ko yung public PC sa office, tapos magre-research ako, gagawa ng profile, tapos sumatanggap ako nagpapalipat ako to weekend shift para doon ako makapag-internet. Good thing, binigyan kami ng lolo namin ng computer set para sa mga kapatid ko. So, it was a good sign for me. So, sa bahay na ako nagtutuloy, nag-apply-apply na sa mga job sites, hindi muna ako natutulog after work. Hindi rin ako uma-attend ng mga team breakfast minsan. Even team buildings, hindi rin ako nakaka-attend. At yung mga biglaang bonding ng team, yan. I know minsan nagtatampo na sila sa akin, pero yun, doon kasi nakafocus nung time na yun yung utak ko. How will I earn more? Yun. Yung mga side jobs, yung mga side income, yun ang nasa isip ko nung time na yun. Kasi nga, ambisyosa ako. Alam mo yun? Gusto ko kasing yumaman. Yun lang yun. Basta kailangan ko umuwi para mag-apply. Then, I landed my first job for only 30 pesos per hour. Ayun. So, as you can see here, ito, yung sa first week ko, $15 yung sa Upwork pa tayo, yung unang Upwork ha. Yun. So, meron akong $15 sa first week ko. Sobrang saya ko na yan. So, nung time na yun, yung client ko dyan ay Australian. Yan. So, naikwento ko siya sa mga office mates ko. Because I was so happy dahil finally may client na ako. Di ba? Pero pinagtawanan lang nila ako kasi pang-load ko lang daw yun. Well, those were the days and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it instead. So, yan yung time na as in nagsisimula pa lang ako. First week. Yan. So, ayun na nga. Yan, pasensya na, nagiging madaldal na ako masyado. This is just to inspire you guys, kung na-inspire nga kayo. I know you have heard a lot of stories like this, wala lang. I just want to share mine. So, that's my house and wise. You're right. Okay. So, eto na. Explain ko sa inyo. So, what is a virtual assistant? So, a virtual assistant is a person who provides support services to business from a remote location. So, yung mga VAs, they are talented remote workers. Kung may CEO, kami yung executive assistant or like secretary para sa iba, They typically help with office management duties, but can also chip in with variety of business responsibilities depending on your job description and skill set. So, minsan, during the interview, tinatanong nila yung mga strengths and weaknesses mo, saang skill ka mahusay, at yung na-enjoy mo, at yung kinoconsider yun ng mga clients. Pero meron din namang clients na ibibigay lang sa'yo kung ano mismo yung kailangan nila. Oo. At yun yung gagawin mo. Well, you don't have to worry kasi kung wala kang skills para dun sa pagagawa nila or even an idea, nagsisend naman sila ng training materials such as videos or written instructions. Minsan, may one-on-one training pa nga. But most of the time, talaga, through video instructions lang, then you have to learn how to figure it out. Okay? Susundan mo lang yung video instructions. So, maswerte ka na lang kung may client na tututukan ka. But most of the times, they are too busy to do that, so don't expect, okay? Kaya, sa akin pa lang, I train my VAs na basahin yung instructions at intindihin and learn how to figure it out. Okay? Mag-step in lang ako kapag sobrang confused na nila at need na talaga nila ng tulong. So, VAs, virtual assistants, can work as an independent contractors. So, pwedeng sila mismo yung mag-apply directly, pero yung iba nahihirapan. That is why we are here, staffing agencies to provide jobs for them. Okay? And some assistants work with one company while others contract with different employers simultaneously, meaning you can take as many clients as you can. Basta walang mako-compromise. Okay? You get it? Alright, cool. So let's move on to the next. how to become a virtual assistant. Eto na. So first is you have the guts and mindset. Kailangan may lakas ka ng loob. And yung mindset mo, dapat nakafocus sa mga gusto mong mangyari. Yan, like what I've mentioned in my story a while ago. Alam mo yun, what are your whys? Bakit? Anong reason, anong purpose mo to work as an independent contractor, as a VA? Is it financial? Is it your work environment? Or dahil may gusto ka lang patunayan sa sarili mo? So how? How much are you willing to sacrifice in order to become successful in this business? Ikaw ba yung tipong pag nahirapan ay madaling sumuko? Yan. Ang dami kong VAs na encounter na gano'n na pag nahirapan, ayoko na, hindi na magpaparamdam kinabukasan. Alam niyo 'yon. Well, to tell you guys, wala namang madali, 'di ba? Walang madali. Yung sinasabi ng iba na, "Oh, bahay ka lang naman, nagwo-work, kaya ko rin 'yan." Well, remember, this is not as easy as magbubukas ka lang ng Facebook app at magpo-post at makikipag-chat. Hindi to ganun. Okay? Kasi you also have to consider your environment. Ang daming distractions. To be honest with you, mas mahirap mag-work sa bahay. Alam niyo ba yon? Yes, you have all the time, pero distractions are everywhere. Mas madali tayong tamarin, 'di ba? Yung susukatin talaga yung disiplina mo. Magko-calls ka, may magbi-video ka sa kapitbahay, may iiyak na bata. Tapos sa umaga, may mga manok, may mga tandang as early as 4 a.m. tumitilaok na, 'di ba? May mga magyayaya sa'yo na lumabas. Minsan hindi ka pwedeng tumanggi. Kahit marami kang gagawin, kahit may mga report kang kailangan i-submit, alam niyo 'yun? So how much are you willing to sacrifice? 'Di ba? So you have to shift your mindset na I'll be working from home. So this is what I'm gonna do. Ganyan. So lahat 'yon kailangan mo i-consider. Alright? Next is equipment. Of course, you have to invest. Hindi pwede ang cellphone lang. Yes, pwede ka namang manghiram kung may magpapahiram sa'yo. Pero kapag ganun na katagal, imposible na may magpahiram sa'yo ng ganun katagal. So you really have to invest. Kung kailangan mo mangutang, yun, gawin mo. Basta make sure na you'll do your best para kumita. The reason why hindi pwede ang cellphone is kasi may mga software na hindi kakayanin ng phone mo. And you have to multitask din minsan. So no need, hindi talaga kakayanin ng cellphone. Kailangan mo talagang bumili ng desktop or laptop. Okay? And then computer skills, 'yan. So ito tinuro to nung high school, pero now as early as grade 1, grade 1 tinuturo na. Ganon ka advanced ang learnings, ang education ngayon compared noon. Of course, we have the basic computer skills. At least, you know the hardware. Ano man tinatawag kong hardware? Yung monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, diba? At least, you know the hardware. So you know how to troubleshoot. Ayan, kapag hindi mo naman kailangan magpaka-techie kung talaga hindi mo kayang i-troubleshoot yung PC, marami naman diyang marunong, 'di ba? Pero at least about the hardware, at yung mga processor ganyan, saan mo kukunin yung Microsoft Word, saan mo kukunin yung mga folders, paano mag-transfer ng files, paano gumawa ng folder, some basic, computer skills. And then we have the basic office skills, like how to manage and answer emails, paano mag-file conversion, gumamit ng Google Sheets, at yung mga common na ginagawa sa office. For sure, you already have an idea, right? Okay. Next, we have the English communication skills. All right. So, guys, the Philippines is so lucky to have citizens na marunong gumamit ng English or marunong magsalita in English, like us, di ba? If you go to other countries in Asia, such as Thailand, Taiwan, or sa Hong Kong kasi medyo kahit pa paano nakakaintindi pa. Pero yung iba, even other countries in Europe, di ba? Kailangan mo talagang gumamit ng translation app. or translator app. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know which one is, mas tama, translation app or translator app. Yeah. So it's a struggle, 'di ba? And knowing Filipinos, guys, of course, madidiskarte tayo eh, 'di ba? You can always find ways, 'di ba? Sabi nga ng BDO. But, we can always find ways, we can at least understand, 'di ba? So I think in this part, we only need to improve. And there are a lot of ways to do it, 'di ba? Kaya nga yung mga bata, 'di ba? Yung mga bata ngayon tinuturuan na. At ang mga bata ngayon na ang gagaling mag-English. Tayo pa kaya, 'di ba? So wag mawala ng pag-asa pagdating diyan at wag gawing excuse na hindi ka magaling mag-English. And remember, hindi basihan ng intelligence ang pagiging matatas sa wikang Ingles. Remember, it is not our first language. Pero dapat, 'di ba? Hindi naman tayo nagpapahuli. So, if you want to improve your communication skills, whether it's oral or written, mag-practice ka. Use it every day. And if people are humiliating you or smart shaming you, just shrug it off. They are not the one paying for your internet and electricity anyway. 'Di ba? If posting in your social media is one way for you to improve your written English skills, huwag kang mahiya. Huwag kang ma-conscious. Sasabihin nila, ungrammatical? Well, if they are concerned about you, i-correct ka nila privately. 'Di ba? So, okay lang yan. If you are too conscious, gaya ko, there are some browser apps na you can download, such as Grammarly and Ginger. Just Google it, You have a lifetime to improve, remember. So, don't take it too seriously, okay? Next, we have common sense. Yan. Ito yung isa sinasabi ko. Please, please use your common sense. Yung mga simpleng bagay na obvious naman ang sagot, wag na natin sanang palawigin pa. Okay? I know we have different learning styles. Not all people are fast learners. Like, ano ba? Ito. For example, your job is to make phone calls. At yung list na gamit mo ay maraming walang phone numbers. So please, don't ask me kung yung mga walang phone numbers ba na yun ay tatawagan pa. 'Di ba? You get it? So obviously, hindi mo sila matatawagan kasi wala ngang phone numbers. So what are you going to do? Make sense? 'Di ba? Okay, next, we have flexible. So you have to be flexible on your hours and your skills. Yan, sa mga tasks. You have to be flexible. Alright. Next is willingness to learn. So, that's the struggle. Yung noise sa paligid. That's what I'm telling you guys. Na mahirap mag-work sa bahay. Because there are a lot of distractions. Alright. So just don't mind the dogs. Alright, so willingness to learn. Hanggang saan ba yung mga learnings na kaya mong i-take? Are you willing to, to spend hours sa panunood ng mga instructional videos kahit gaano pa yan karami? Are you willing to to spend time listening to your boss, writing down all his or her instructions, 'di ba? Makinig sa kanyang mga whether it's makinig sa kanyang mga criticisms, 'di ba? Makinig sa mga sermon for you to learn. How much are you willing to sacrifice for that? And the next is resourceful. You have to be resourceful. At least, kapag may mga bagay ka hindi maintindihan, don't wait for others to answer your questions. If they are available online, I'm sure it is, just visit Google and YouTube. Alright? Or look back or balikan mo yung mga training materials nyo. Baka nandun yung sagot. So don't wait for others to do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. Okay? Alright. So, okay pa ba? Okay pa ba kayo? Just type yes if you're still okay. Alright, okay. Let's move on. So, what are the steps in becoming a virtual assistant? Alright, first is to know your niche. Ano ba yung kaya mong gawin? Saan ka ba magpo-focus? Huh? Will you focus on making phone calls like lead generation? Or you will only focus on doing admin work or marketing, 'di ba? So, mamimili ka kung saan mo mas feel, kung ano yung kaya mong gawin. Alright? And then your target market, anong industry, sino-sino, ano-ano. Like, sa akin, ang industry or yung target market ko ay real estate industry or yung mga realtors, yung mga brokers, mga investors, yan, property management, yan yung target market ko. And then next is watch helpful videos. Yan. Aside from the training materials or training videos sa pinadadala ni client, kapag kung sakaling wala pa kayong client, sa YouTube available lahat. So um, napakarami kayong magagamit diyan. Anything na pwede nyo, na maisip nyo na would be helpful for you, available online. All right? And then join helpful groups or communities. So sa Facebook, there are a lot of groups or communities groups na pwede nyong i-search para makatulong sa inyo para maging virtual assistant, or if may certain niche na kayo, pwede kayong mag-join doon. Like for example, digital marketing. So you want to know more about digital marketing, sasali ka doon sa group na for all the digital marketers, 'di ba? So there. And then next is to create your profile to online job platforms or do client prospecting. All right? I also suggest yeah, sa susunod pala yun. Yeah, you have to create your profile to online job platforms such as Upwork, onlinejobs.ph, um, Outsourcely, Guru, People Per Hour, yung mga ganong online job platforms. Yan, para makapag-create kayo ng profile, yung mga basic information about you, yung inyong work history, yung iyong portfolio. So, you have to set everything there. And then, yung iba naman, kung ayaw sa mga online platforms na to, they do client prospecting directly. So, you can go to Facebook or LinkedIn. Okay, so mamaya explain ko yan. And then, optimize your social media profiles. Alright, so if you have an active social media accounts such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, um, yeah, you have to optimize it. Dapat makikita nila kung ano yung ginagawa mo. Ayan, bigyan ko kayo ng example. Okay. So, ito yung profile ko. This is what I'm talking about. Yan. So, profile optimization. So, as you can see, here sa banner ko, actually, meron akong dalawang Facebook. Pero yung isa, hindi ko masyadong ginagamit. Yung Tony Hearts kasi, ginagamit ko lang siya pag nagra-run ako ng Facebook ads. Dito, this is my personal at the same time business. Pinagsama ko na. Kasi hindi na ako makagawa pa ulit ng bago kasi minsan tinitingnan din ng mga clients yung number of friends at ayoko na lang masyadong maraming minamanage. So ito na lang, medyo conscious na lang ako sa pagpo-post yon. So as you can see here, ito yung aking cover photo. Ayan, yung mga services offered naka-line up, and then what I do, I help real estate business owners free up their time so they can focus on the most profitable part of their business, increase their online visibility to gain more leads and better conversion rates through digital marketing. Alright, and yung mga clients na ano ko, na sino-service ko. Ayan. And then my contact information and my social media accounts. Yan. Or social media pages. Kung saan nila ako pwede ma-search. So, I'm giving everyone, like, I'm giving all my clients, my prospects, ang idea about who I am. And dito, as you can see, may kita nyo, agency owner, Reva, digital marketer, YouTube content creator, aspiring chef, and entrepreneur. Ayan, so yung mga past, present and past, um, what do you call this? Present and past companies ko. Ayan. And then, you don't have to put everything kung hindi kayo comfortable. Just put yung mga about professional, yun, yung mga pwede nilang malaman about you professionally. Yan. So that's one. And then if we are going to Instagram, so sa Instagram ang dami kong pages sa Instagram. So this is one. This is for the S&C Outsourcing. Ayan. So, there. So, of course, compare sa iba, talagang mas magaganda yung kanila. But then, for this one, makita nyo yun. Ayan. So, meron akong team for my Instagram. And then, I have Twitter as well. Okay, I have my own Twitter. And meron din akong Twitter para sa S&C. Ayan. So, you can follow me there. Yeah, just follow. Ayan. So, yan. So, you have to spend time. Okay? So, spend time working on your social media profiles. So, maganda rin na pang-attract din kasi yun sa client eh. Alright, and then create an outstanding resume. Alright? So guys, hindi na uso ngayon yung nabibiling biodata sa tindahan. Hindi na uso yun. Or magta-type ka, resume. Yung mga dating resume na ginagamit natin, like the plain white background, Ang uso po ngayon ay may mga designs na. Minsan ang iba nagvi-video resume pa. So, pakitaan ko kayo dito sa Canva. Just go to Canva. This is free. Don't worry guys, this is free. Mag-register lang kayo and then, register lang, confirm nyo lang sa email nyo, then log in, go to the search bar and type resume. Professional resume, minimalist, whatever. Ayan, let's say professional. And then, yan, may mga templates na. Okay? So, if you want to know yung step-by-step process on how you can create your resume even just using your cell phone. Ayan, meron ako ditong there. So, meron ako ditong video sa aking YouTube channel na Tony Hearts. Yan. How to create a professional resume using your mobile phone. So, pwede naman kayong gumawa nito sa phone nyo kung wala kayong time mag-open ng laptop or ng desktop nyo kung marami kayong ginagawa at isisingit nyo lang siya. So, pwede yan sa phone. Just download the app. Yan. So, dito, diniscuss ko dito yung step-by-step process. So, napakadali lang. You can do it. Alright? Okay. And then, next, I create an amazing cover letter. Alright? So, if you are running out of words, yan, pwede rin naman ninyong i-google kung anong gusto nyo ilagay sa cover letter nyo. Yun. So, just make sure na i-personalize nyo na lang siya. Okay? Then send your application kapag ka ready na lahat yan. Send your application, of course. Prepare for the interview. Okay, kapag i-interviewin kayo, make sure naman na naka-prepare. At least, research nyo ng konti about yung company. Yan, para alam nyo kung sino yung mag-interview sa inyo. And then, kapag um, time na for them to talk to you, make sure na okay lahat. Like, if you can spare like 15 minutes before your interview to check your to check your hardware, such as yung ang headset nyo ba gumagana, is your camera working. So just spend a few minutes para ma-prepare yung mga yung mga hardware nyo, okay? And then make sure na you look presentable. Sa mga babae, make sure na mag-ayos naman ng kaunti para hindi mukhang may sakit sa camera. Okay, mag-lipstick naman kahit papaano. Ayan, at sa mga guys, wag naman ang buhok ay talagang sabog-sabog. Make sure na nakasuklay naman kahit papaano. Ayan, at yung damit, it's okay if you're just wearing a t-shirt. Ayan, basta mukhang presentable. You know what presentable means, 'di ba? So, you just have to look like that. Alright, and then prepare for the training. So, magbibigay sila ng mga hours of training sa inyo. Sometimes the training lasts for a week, sometimes for a month. So, depende sa company na mag-hire sa inyo. And then, Biola, start working. Alright. Next, what does a virtual assistant do? So, napakarami. Actually, kulang pa yan. Napakarami ng pwede nyong gawin as a virtual assistant. You know, um, first is, these are just the basics. Alright, so first is calendar and schedule management. Um, Calendar, schedule, yan. Paano ba yan? I'll give you a sample here. Bukas ako na ibang email, okay? So, let me show you this one. Okay. So, ito yung calendar, S&C. Alright. So, for example, part of your job is to schedule for your client. So, schedule mo ko na meeting kay ganito or ganyan. Gatong oras. Like, for example, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard. So, what you're going to do is, nandito kayo sa calendar. Nandito lang yan sa Drive, ha? So, go to your email and go to your Drive folder. Yan, yung tatlong kulay na yan. And then, click. No. I'm sorry. Calendar. We're talking about calendar. So, this one. Ayan. And then, pagka-click nyo, ito na yung lalabas. So, sinabi ni client na i-schedule siya ng 8 a.m. Then you go here, click nyo lang, base sa date. Yan, nakikita nyo, Monday, the 24th. Okay. And then, 8 a.m. Ang ginagawa ko, pupunta ka sa more options kasi sineset ko yung time zone. Ayan. Pwede naman hindi set yung time zone, basta make sure na nakasync yung computer nyo. Ayun. Sa time zone nila. Okay, then write yung anong klase meeting. For example, meeting with ganyan, or kung ano man sabihin nila. Like, for example, it's a meeting, like it's a buyer consultation. Yan, depende kung ano yung agenda ng meeting. So, yun yung lalagay nyo sa title. And then, the time, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or pwede nyo tong customize to 8:30 kung 30 minutes lang ba yung magiging meeting nila, ganyan, o 45 minutes, depende kung ano sabi ni client. And then the time zone, ang sabi ni client, it's Easter Standard, so you have to be familiar. Kung US yung client nyo, you have to be familiar of their time zones, okay? And then, go to Eastern, New York. Yan, New York is, of course, you're familiar with New York. So, nasa Eastern Standard siya. Ayan. And then, change it. And then, okay. Ayan, lagay mo dito yung details ng meeting. Like for example, kung hinahandle mo yung calendar ni client, you have access to his or her Zoom account. Put the Zoom link here, and then ayan, and then yung email. Ayan, yung email ni client dito. Just put the email, and then save or send. Send na nalagay dito. Yan. Kasi wala naman ako nilagay. So, that's save. So, kiklik mo yung send, and then invite all users. Yan. So, just invite ka lang. Ganun lang kasimple. Nagigets? Kung hindi nyo nagets, just go back sa recording. Alright? Okay. I-leave ko na dyan. Alright. Next is travel arrangement. So, kayo yung magsiset ng travel dates, ganyan. Even yung mga hotel booking, ganyan ginagawa yan. So, tanong nyo na lang kay client kung saan ba silang airlines madalas magpabook. Ayan, kung bibigyan nyo, kung sa mga hotels naman, kunin nyo lang kung ano yung mga requirements nila. Yung budget, of course. Ayan, anong klaseng hotel, saan ba ang destination nila, kung saan sila pupunta, ganyan, ano bang klaseng hotel ang hinahanap nila. Of course, for mga ganyan, mga boss, di ba, yung mga, ano natin, puro mga business class yan. So, you just have to check it with them. And then, file and document organization. So, ngayon kasi, bukod sa ginagamit natin yung desktop folders natin for file organization. Ngayon kasi, there are ways for us to store our documents. So, meron tayong mga tinatawag na Dropbox. I cannot open my Dropbox. So, i-google nyo na lang yung Dropbox. Meron din mga OneDrive, ayan, ng Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, or okay, let me open another email. yung medyo konti lang ang laman. Here. So, okay, so this is my other email. Okay, as you can see, yan, mga spam lang naman yan, kaya okay lang, makita nyo. So, paano kayo makakapag-organize ng mga files? So, what you're going to do is go here, dito sa mga, yan, mga square na malilit na yan, and then open it, and then go to Drive, ayan, and then there. So, pwede na kayo mag-store ng mga files dito. Pwede rin kayo mag-share. So, what you're going to do if you are going to upload a file, just go here sa new, and then file upload. Or kung isang folder naman upload nyo, folder upload. Pero kung gagawa kayo ng mga documents, like you have to create like a document from Google Docs or Google Sheet, i-click nyo lang din to. Alright? And if you're thinking of sharing it to your client or to others, punta kayo, right click, punta lang kayo sa file na i-share nyo, and then right click, and then share. Kapag specific person yung kung kanina nyo i-share, lagyan nyo lang yung email dito. Yan, and then send. Alright? And then, ano pa ba? Yeah, kung i-share nyo naman to publicly to other people, punta lang kayo sa get link at makakuha na kayo ng link dyan. Just click copy link, and then done, send the link dun sa taong pagbibigyan mo. Alright? So, that's it. And then next is email monitoring and organizing. So, balik tayo dito sa email ko. As you can see, these are all just spams. Yan. Mga nag-subscribe naman ako dyan, pero they're just spam. Yan. Nagsisend talaga sila every day, every week sa akin. So, tanong nyo kay client, ano ba yung mga gusto mong tanggalin? 'Di ba? Pwede mo silang bigyan ng list kung ano yung gusto mong, kung ano yung mga feeling mo na hindi na siya hindi siya related. Yan. Yung mga, 'di ba katulad niya, maraming mga yan, spam messages tayo nare-receive, yan. Minsan ito, i-delete na lahat. So, what you're going to do para i-delete ay to select all, and then, of course, make sure na walang importante kayong madi-delete dito. Ayan. And then, delete forever. Alright. Like, buti pa yung email may forever, no? Pag na-delete. Anyway, so meron namang iba na talagang hindi nila pinapa-delete yung mga spams kasi ginagamit nila yan for other purposes. Yan. So just ask your client about which type of emails you're going to delete. At meron naman na pwede kayong, balik ko ha. So meron naman na na gagawa kayo ng folders dito. Yan. Gawa kayo ng mga categories, manage niyo yung folders, gawa kayo ng kanya-kanyang folder, and then just drag and drop. Okay? Para ma-organize yung email niya. So there. And then if you have to respond sa mga emails, yeah, make sure na meron kayong idea about the business. And of course, make sure na alam ni client na ikaw yung nagre-reply. Okay, and then answering and directing calls. So, how is it possible for a VA to make phone calls to US? So, ngayon, napakarami ng software ang ginagamit. Napakarami ng soft phones na pwedeng gamitin. So, we have Skype, we have Google Voice. Alright? Let me give you a sample of a Google Voice. Okay, so let me give you okay, for the Google Voice, Google Hangouts, just feel free to search it on YouTube. Ayan, kung paano siya gamitin. And kung gusto lang naman makita, you just Google it. Okay? And then, billing and accounting activities, yung iba gumagamit ng spreadsheet, yung iba naman ay accounting software. Alright? And then, writing and maintaining records, that's part of the job, of course. Sometimes you have to make a draft, yan, ng mga contracts and anything na pwede nila ipagawa sa'yo, and then mag-maintain ka ng records. Kagaya nga sinabi ko kanina, you can use the file organization folders or cloud storage na nabanggit ko, such as Dropbox and OneDrive, and then Google Drive there. And then calling potential clients, projects, partnerships, like I said, calling using a particular software, and then maintaining or updating a client's social media or professional profile. So, kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, how to optimize your profile, it's the same way how you will update a client's social media, or kung posting ang gagawin mo, if you're just gonna create a content, yon. And then research, of course, for research, pwede kayong mag-search sa Facebook. Yan, depende kung anong niche nyo, kung anong industry, yan. Meron namang iba na meron talagang particular na software na ginagamit for you to do your own research. Alright? Isisend na lang nila sa inyo yung login details. Alright, then skip tracing. Skip tracing is about getting the customers or the sellers, the buyers' phone numbers and emails. Yan. kapag walang information si client. So that's what you're going to use. There are a lot of skip tracing tools, free tools that you can use. Pero minsan, it's not 100% reliable. So, minsan mga 75% lang. And then transcription, this is about transcribing, yan, like videos or audios na audio files na isisend nila sa inyo for a matter of like 10 minutes, itatranscribe nyo siya. Pero meron din naman mga apps or mga uh, like websites kung saan kayo pwedeng mag-transcribe. So if you're interested sa mga transcription jobs, there are a lot of, companies offering transcription jobs. All right. Next, this is so tiring, but na-enjoy ko naman. Ayan. So, feeling ko, pwede na ako maging teacher. Charat. Anyway, so we have the basic tools. So what are the tools that you're going to use when you started your VA career? All right. So of course these are just the basics. All right. So first is the office applications like the Excel, Word, presentation. But for the presentation, we're using Canva na. All right. Gmail, Microsoft Outlook, email, yan, Trello, Asana, and Slack. These are Slack is just like a messenger, uh, tingnan ko kung meron. Uh, okay. So, this is what you call Slack. Yan, para messenger lang siya. Yan, for the team. Okay. And then, Trello. Trello. Bigyan ko kayo ng okay. And this is Trello. Ayan. This is so easy to use. Okay, gagawa lang kayo ng boards like this. Ayan. And then the cards. Yan, the cards. Ito, cards. Yan. Diyan mo nilalagay. Like, for example, products. Ano ba? Like, for example, if you're into e-commerce, for example, products ay maxi dress, ganyan. Like, create an ad. Yan. For example, this is for completed ones. Yan, pwede nyo i-transfer dyan. And then, for example, tapos ka na mag-create ng ad, you can just, just transfer it here. Nasaan na ba yung completed? Wala yung completed. Sorry. Ayan. So, just transfer it here. Pag tapos ka na, and then business plan, you're done. Para lang ma-organize yung, yung work mo, like yung para alam mo lang kung ano yung workload mo, ganyan, at alin yung mga ipa-prioritize, yan. So yan yung uh, purpose bakit ka gagamit ng Trello or Asana na project management tools. All right? Next is communication. We have Skype, like I said earlier. Skype, I know you are all familiar with Skype. You are all familiar with Zoom, and just like what we're using now, and then the Google Meet na ginagamit kadalasan ng mga teachers for the online tutorial. All right? And then the VoIP phones, of course, Skype pa rin. Parang yan. Communications kasi for meetings, yan. VoIP phones, this is for Skype, Google Voice, Dialpad, Ring Central. This is for you to make phone calls to US and Canada, alright? Kung ang client nyo ay taga-US. But for other countries, sila nila yung bahalang mag-provide sa inyo. I don't have any idea of what they're using. Okay? Next is graphics design for Canva. Yan, ang pinaka user-friendly for me, and Adobe Photoshop. This is something na medyo critical. Yung talagang marunong lang talaga. Yung mga talagang legit na ano yon, yung professional graphics designer lang talaga gumagamit niyan. And then a time tracker, the reason why they're providing time tracker para malaman ni client kung ilang oras ba yung na-allot nyo sa isang task. Yan. At doon din nila kukunin yung hours para malaman nila kung magkano ibabayad nila sa'yo. Alright? So we have a lot of time trackers available, but some of the time trackers here are, are paid, yung paid, kailangan ng paid subscription. So just tell just suggest to your client about these. Ayan. Pero yung top tracker, which is what we're using, this is free. Upwork and online jobs time tracker kapag naman hired na kayo through Upwork or online jobs. Alright? And then resources, of course, don't forget to maximize your resources. Always use Google Maps, depende sa nire-research nyo, and Facebook. Kasi sa Facebook marami na rin. And of course, YouTube. Alright? Are we clear? Are you enjoying the topic? Yeah, and I hope so. Alright, so let's move on. Where to find clients. So, I'm sure all of you guys are waiting for this. Yan, kung saan ba ako humahanap ng clients. So, i-reveal ko na, I know I'm an agency. My business is an agency, staffing agency, and I shouldn't share to you where I find clients. But for me, sharing is caring, and depende na lang yun sa magiging approach nyo sa client. So it's up to you. Um, all right, so these are where I find clients. First, of course, the VA agencies, and you can also, first is us, S&C Outsourcing, and then Virtue Desk. These are big companies na. Yan, malalaking kumpanya na yan. Na ang owner niyan ay usually mga foreigners talaga. Mga taga US, Australia, Canada, yan. So, we have Virtudesk, Cyberbacker, My Outdesk. My Outdesk, I think they focus on real estate. And then virtual coworker and a lot more. And you can see online, especially sa Facebook. Yan. And then we have the online platforms such as Upwork, onlinejobs.ph, Indeed, FreeUp, Craigslist, and Outsourcely. Ayan. So, uh, pero yung mga ginagamit ko dyan ay Upwork lang and online jobs, Indeed. Yan. Bihira ako doon sa iba. But legit naman dyan. Yan. And then social media, of course. Use our social media as well to find clients like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Lalo na sa LinkedIn. Marami sa LinkedIn at saka sa Facebook. Yan. And then Facebook groups. Upwork Freelancers Philippines, Online Filipino Freelancers, Freelance Jobs Philippines, Virtual Assistant Finder Careers, and Virtual Assistant Philippines. Yeah, you can check all these groups to your Facebook account. All right. And then, of course, money matters. Okay, so starting, a VA can earn from $3 per hour to a maximum of $10 per hour. So, depende yon sa number of hours at rate mo kay client. Okay? So, don't expect too much. If you're new to the business and you think you deserve more than that, then go ahead. All right? And then we have these specialized skills. These are freelancers. They have meron silang mga specific yung meron silang specializations, meron silang mga forte. For example, web designs, or for example, content, like copywriting. Yan. So doon lang sila naka-focus. Hindi sila gagawa ng any admin work. Doon lang sila naka-focus dun sa skills na gusto nilang dun sa skill or skills na gusto nilang i-offer kay client. Yan. Social media marketing. Ayan. And they can earn up to $50 per hour, or you just have to set up your own package or packages. Okay? Alright, and then next is the modes of payment. Okay, for the modes of payment, we have PayPal, Remitly, Payoneer, Wise, At kung agency, meron naman tayong bank transfer or GCash kung nandito rin sila sa Pilipinas. Okay? So I hope everything makes sense to you. Ayan. There. So next we have for the education. So never, never, I suggest never ever stop learning. Okay? Until now, dahil nga gusto kong, of course, pasukin na yung freelancing. Of course, I still have my agency, but I do have a lot of plans in the future. I also want to have my own digital marketing agency. So, ngayon pa lang talaga nagpe-prepare na ako, nag-aaral ako. Pinag-aaralan ko siya kasi hindi ako pwedeng mag-offer ng wala akong alam, 'di ba? So, these are um, the apps or the companies na chine-check ko for education. Yan, about digital marketing, which is, it's going to be sooner or later, it's going to be my freelance career. Ayan, so I check Google, I check YouTube, Udemy, meron niyang app, Coursera, Skillshare, Shaw Academy. Um, Udemy, Coursera, Skillshare, Shaw Academy, may bayad sila, pero mabababa, like $10. Minsan nag-ano sila, nagsisale. Kapag naka-sale sila, yun yung tinetake advantage ko. Nagbibigay sila ng mga coupon codes. Pero meron din naman sila mga free. Yun nga lang, isa-search mo, like free courses. Bibigyan ka nila ng line-up ng mga free courses na pwede mo magamit. And then, yun nga lang, most of the free courses are from um, new new tutors or new educators, yung mga nagsisimula pa lang i-build ang kanilang portfolio as coach, as educator, yan. So, may matututunan din naman kayo. Pero kung gusto nyo, kung convenient para sa inyo, YouTube na lang. Total, nandyan na rin ang lahat. Mag-YouTube na lang. Alright? And then, we have some mentorship programs if you want to be a legit or if you want to be a freelancer. Talaga, iba yung freelancing sa virtual assistant. So if you want to focus on freelancing, I have a YouTube video as well. Just go to Tony Hart's YouTube channel and makikita nyo doon sa kauna-unahan, I think, yung VA versus freelancing. Yan. And then there are some mentorship programs yan na pwede nyong pasukin as well. But ito, may mga bayad to, like Tribe Freelance Movement, 10,000 yan. Pero minsan nagsisale sila. So, yun na lang i-take advantage yung mga sale. Or just join their groups. Marami kayong matututunan. Ayan. So, Tribe Freelance Movement, Business Growth Mentorship, Create and Rise Academy, Quick Pro, Filipino Virtual Assistants, and a lot more. Meron din for Amazon. Yan, kung gusto yung matuto on how to do dropshipping or Amazon, yan, just type it sa YouTube. Nandun lang sila. Alright? So, I hope this makes sense to you guys. Ayan, do you have any questions for me? Alright, are you sure? Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Just subscribe and click the notification bells. Click the notification bell and share it to all the people you think na kailangan at gusto na rin maging virtual assistant. Okay? Alright, so I'll see you on my next video. Bye!